Hi, doctors and medical professionals. Welcome to our guides to maximize your tax refunds. We know that you are very busy, whether you are working in the hospital as a doctor, as a contractor, independent contractor, or running your own private practice. Perhaps you're investing into a lot of rental properties. We're here to maximize your tax savings. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use our tax refund calculator. And I'm going to take you through our websites, how you can use it. What I'm going to show you is our advanced tax calculator. So at the end of this video, you're going to be able to calculate your own tax liabilities or tax refund. So what you're looking at here, it's our Australian tax refund calculator. Just to keep in mind that this is more like an estimate. First of all, when you come into here, you need to work out all your income. So for the income column, for the taxable, you put in your salary and wages, your bonus, your allowance, and your termination payment. And you have to leave out all the reimbursement. And for income from employment, if you are an employee in Australia, then you can check in MyGov for your up-to-date income statements. It will show your employer's gross income and tax. If we are your tax agents, then we can provide that information to you as well. So you add all those income and then you put it into that column. And with the other income is including your interest received, your dividends, your rental income, your personal service income, your business income, your capital gains, and all the other income. You add it all up and you put it into that column. If you have a rental property, then obviously you got the agents to look after your rental property. So every year they will give you like a year-to-date rental income and expense. You can use that to get that gross rent out, and then you add it together with your other income. I'm going to show you this advanced calculator. First of all, for annual taxable income, you add up all your salary and wages, your allowance, termination payments, if all from the employment income. And if you get any reimbursement, don't include in that, okay? And so you add up all this income, and let's say, assuming that's 200,000, so you just put 200,000 there. And for other income, it's like interest received, dividends, rental income, capital gains, personal service income, or other income, business income, and so forth. You add it all up. Let's assume in this case it's 50,000. So you put 50,000 in there. And the tax withhold is from the employment. So if you don't know all this figure, you can also look at in your MyGov. It will give you the year-to-date income gross figures and the tax figures. If we are your tax agents, we can actually access the tax portal and we can see that as well. And so we can provide that to you. Let's say the tax withhold is 65,000. Now, I'm just going to talk about the work-related deductions, because for doctors and medical professionals, you have a list of all the tax deductible items that you can maximize it. The key here is that if you want to get more tax refunds or you want to pay less tax, is you need to maximize your tax deduction, and you need to know, as a doctor, dentist, and optometrist, you're working in a medical professional field, you need to know the list of things that you can claim and the things that you can't. So as you can see here, if you like to get this list from us, I'm happy to send it to you for free. This is a comprehensive tax deduction checklist. So for example, if you pay for the AMA membership fee, this is tax deductible, so you can claim the cost of the membership. Keep this in mind. If let's say your membership is due in July, because of the tax rate that will change after 1st of July, all the tax rate will be dropping. So if you can push all your tax deductible forward, like before the 30th of June, you prepay that membership fee now, it's actually better off because you can get the tax deduction, and that means like you can get more tax refund because the tax that you pay this year is higher than the coming financial year. Whatever that I'm showing you here, if you can try to maybe prepay it or maybe get the invoice before the 30th of June, then if you can do that, we can claim all those expenses for you in this financial year, this coming financial year. And if you can maximize that tax deduction, that means that you're going to get more tax refund. So a lot of things here that I'm showing you, you can prepay it for before the 30th of June, then you can get a tax deductions now. Your annual practicing certificate fee, this is all deductible. In another column here, I say things like you can't claim. If it's the initial cost of getting that practicing certificate, then it's a capital, so you can't claim. Books and journals, if it's less than 300, we can, right, that means that we can claim the 100%, like we can claim it all off. But if it's more than 300, then we're going to add to your professional liability and claim that by depreciation. And the car expense, like cars of using the car, traveling between different jobs on the same day, and then or between, different workplaces, and or if you need the car to go to conferences, seminar, this is all deductible. If you want to get more, it's better that you keep a logbook. We can claim it by cents kilometer, but that's up to like 5,000 kilometer. But you still need to substantiate that. Like, why do you need the car for? It's just not like automatically you can claim 5,000 kilometer. We still have to have that record. But if you're traveling between like from home to work, it's not deductible. And a lot of people ask me, can I claim for childcare? No, unfortunately, you can't. Childcare is not deductible. And clothing and uniform expenses like, all your occupation specific clothing, your compulsory uniforms, all the compulsory one, not the normal clothes like what I'm wearing now, you can't. So if you can claim the compulsory uniforms or protective clothing, then you can also claim the laundry as well. And there's no limit. It's up to you get the receipts. People say, oh, that means I only can claim 300. No, you can claim more than that, but you need to have the receipts to substantiate your claim. The driver's license, a lot of people say, can I claim driver's license? If you need that special license for your work duty, then you can, but if it's normal driver's license, you can't. I can give you this list and you can go through it. Like some of the things, like for example, entertainment, social function, all this is not deductible. If you get the fines or penalty, is not deductible. If you're doing the first aid course, because it's relating to your work, then it's deductible. But if you get reimbursed from your employer, then you can't claim. So if you get reimbursed and the money that you receive in reimbursement, you don't include it in your income. Protective glasses, it's all deductible. But if it's a normal, what I'm wearing now here, it's not deductible. So all this to fix up your hair, cosmetics and skincare, all this is not deductible. What I will do, I'm not going to go through one by one here. Please feel free to request this list from us and then I can send that to you. And you have a look at it, like go through one by one, say, can I claim this? What can I claim? What can or not? So go through one by one and try to maximize your deductions. With the medical equipment, I want to add one point, like if you really have your own practice, like if you have your own business, like this financial is the window opportunity. If you purchase something like less than 20,000, you can actually write that off. So it's just only this opportunity. But if you're an employee, then it's different. You can't. It's only like up to that 300. So if you have a business, it's a different thing. You feel free to go through it. If it's anything that you're not sure, you can feel free to send an email and you can ask us. You go through those checklists and then you add up all the work-related deduction. Let's say the work-related deduction add up everything that you're entitled to, it's 8,000. With the other income, if you have a rental property, then obviously you have all those rental expense. And we also have a checklist on the rental income and expenditure as well to be 60,000, okay? Because you're negative gear. Do you have a private health fund? If you got it, you just say yes. Yeah. Do you have a hex there? Did I have it? You can turn it off. What you do now is hit calculate my refund. And our tax calculator will give you like a rough estimated how much tax refund you get. So in this, my example, it says that, your estimated tax refund is 8,799. If you want to get the actual up to now, how much you actually get tax back or how much you actually pay, we can also calculate that for you. And because now it's only a few weeks away to the financial year end, it's very important that you know where you are now. And let's say you have to pay, then there's strategies, there's a lots of tax planning strategies that you can do to try to reduce that tax payable, more money in your pocket. For people that haven't downloaded our tax deduction checklist, please feel free to download it. So click on that and you will go into this screen and then you just input your name, your occupation, your phone number, your email, and then you get it now. And then we will send that through to your email. Try to avoid these 3 common mistakes. You need to keep records. If you don't have the records, then you will miss out a lot of deductions. Keeping record is very important. What I mean is that keep all the receipts and be more organized. And when you get all the receipts, and it's better that you can just scan and then save it into your Google Drive or your Dropbox, or you can also download one of our app that you can take a picture and then the receipt will send it through and it will stay in the storage. So it's very important that you keep good records. Then you're going to be able to maximize your tax deduction. A lot of people just go and claim it. And then when the tax office asks, can you substantiate that? And you can't prove the receipts, then they're going to reject that claim from you. So don't make that mistake. And the second thing is some people don't know what they can claim and what they can't claim. And sometimes they went and claimed that personal expense. You mix up your personals and work-related expense, and then you're claiming that personal expense. When the tax office check on it, you're going to get rejected. And another thing is like a lot of people ignore professional advice. It's just like your job is doctors and you're good in what you're doing. And my job is an accountant. I'm a CPA. I've been in this industry for almost 40 years now. So I know what I'm doing. If you need help with the tax, it's better that you delegate to a tax experts to help you. At the end of the day, if you get a good tax advice, it's an investment to you because all the fees that you pay, it's all tax deductible anyway. For you to go and learn all those tax legislations and tax law, it's just that so complicated. You might not be able to catch up everything. I know you're good, but to be able to know all those tax law, and you really have to study for it. So we're here to help you. And if there's a window of opportunity, it's only a few weeks away that you can do your tax planning. And tax planning is very, very important. It's like to know where you stand now and then to apply some smart tax strategies to help you to reduce the tax so you can keep more money in your pockets. Try to avoid these mistakes. And what's the benefits of using our service? We can help you to maximize your tax refunds, minimize your tax. We can do the proactively tax planning, applying all the smart tax strategies to help you to reduce your taxable income so you can pay less tax and you get more tax refund. Also give you that stress-free because I know you're busy. To be able to go through all this yourself, it's really quite hard. And even I provide that calculator for you for free. You probably still not have time to gather all your informations together to do an accurate calculations. Why not just delegate it to us and we can help you out? We're also specializing in doctors and medical professionals, so we know what you can do and what you can't do. The most important thing is that just to keep you tax compliant, to give you that peace of mind so you can just go on and do your work and then you leave the tax to us to look after for you. Please feel free to contact us. How to contact us, I'll show you in our website. So what you do is that you just have to visit the page that I'm going to show you. After you fill in that form, we'll get in touch with you and then we'll talk to you and we'll go from there. My last advice is like, don't leave the money on the table. Let us help you maximize your refund today. What you do is that I will provide you the link to this page or you can come into our website and then you can click on the schedule consultation and you can click on like, if you're an individual, what I mean by this is you're just an employee and you don't have any rental property, you don't have any investment, you're just an employee. Then you click on here to book an appointment. If you're a business owner, like you have your own private practice, you are a dentist, have your own private practice, then you are a business owner, then you click on this. Or if you are an employee, but you have rental property, you have shares, you have other investment, so you are an investor. You click on that and then you book an appointment, fill in your details, tick off all the services that you require from us. The one that I really encourage you to do now is tax planning and tax return. Because if you come and do the tax planning now, it will help you to get a lot of tax refund for this financial year. Thank you so much for watching me or listen to me. So I'll talk to you soon.